we're gonna show you one of the longest, most customized, oh crap. We got the Big Tex deadlift bar stuck on the ceiling again, Tommy. Help!
Massenomics.
The Big Tex. We're here, Tommy. Have you ever seen the Big Tex?
This is my first
bar
time.
Before? Yeah, so what we've got here is the Big Tex deadlift bar from Texas Power Bars. Brand new, never before seen. We're breaking the news right here in this video.
Give me a wingspan right away, right off the bat. Let's.
Yeah, this is a 10-foot deadlift barbell. This is not your everyday barbell. Maybe it's even worth just even quickly showing. This is a Gen 1 Texas Power Bar. A lot of people don't have this, but right here, can you see the difference of a regular power bar?
The ends. Like this one starts where the other one ends, basically.
Yes. So pretty wild. I guess I got to start at the beginning with the Big Tex. The Big Tex is basically the brainchild of, believe it or not, Massenomics and Texas Power Bars. The Lift Hard, Live Easy Classic. It's a big strongman event and powerlifting event that we hold every summer here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. We wanted to do something a little different this year. So we called up our buddies at Texas Power Bars, Buddy Caps and gang, and said, we want to do a little something different this year. We said, we want a deadlift event with a elephant bar. What else? What are these called? Like, what do people?
Mammoth bar.
Mammoth bars. Whatever. We want a really, really long deadlift bar, but we don't want those other brands that people have seen before. We're Texas Power Bar people. We want a Texas Power Bar, super big ass bar to deadlift on for our competition, and we got it. What this is, 118 inches long, so just under 10 feet, 2 inches under 10 feet. This is a bare steel with chrome sleeve bar. Interesting about it, it has extra long loadable sleeves, so you can put a ton of weights on here, even with bumper plates. Probably the most interesting part about this bar, from right here to the same spot on the other bar, so I'm saying the inside of your first plate to the inside of your first plate on this bar is 79 inches, which someone can fact check me on it, but I think that gap from plate to plate is actually longer than any other of these that have existed before. And that's significant because the farther the plates are out from each other, the more whip you're traditionally going to get in the barbell. And that's what we're kind of going for. You know, that's the look that we want on this bar. We want to see this thing bending. Because it's like they say, if the bar ain't bending there, I'll just pretending.
That's what they always say.
So 79 inches from inside plate, and that's in part because it's so damn long, and also then the collars are these thick collars that Texas has.
No center knurl?
No center knurl because it's a deadlift bar. It is bare steel. This is a 29 millimeter shaft. This is actually for sale now. So we got about the first 10 of them. Okay, here's one other thing. I paid for this bar, so this cost me money. We have no affiliate code or affiliate program with Texas Power Bars, so we don't get a damn thing if you buy one or not, so I have no incentive. I paid money for this. I don't get anything if you buy one, but it's super cool, and we had a big hand in making it, so I think it's cool if you buy one. Does that kind of sum it up, Tommy?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, you can buy it now. It is live on their site. The bar costs $800. That's not the only important thing to note, though. This bar, being as long as it is extremely expensive to ship. So in our case, when we got about 8 to 10 of them, we had them all shipped here to western northeast South Dakota. And then because a bunch of people are here for the Lift Hard, Live Easy Classic, they're driving them home. So we are able to subsidize shipping by going together as a group with that. So our shipping each was like $50 to $100. If you buy one of these, you can get a quote and see what shipping is. Just be prepared, it's very expensive. More expensive than what you're used to on any barbell, but it's because of the way shipping and the length of this.
Like we're talking many hundreds, right?
Yeah, several $100s to get it shipped, depending on where you're at. It could cost $500, but they are willing to work with you if you have a group of people to get them shipped. They can do freight shipping, and they'll ship multiple together and divide shipping amongst your group. So keep that in mind. It is a specialty barbell. You know, maybe I didn't explain this. You know, this isn't probably for every single gym out there. This is for strongman competitors, for people running competitions. But it's very unique. It's very freaking cool. And when you see this thing in action, which we're recording this the eve of the Lift Hard Live Easy Classic. So we're going to have 2 lanes going with 2 of these going at the same time for the first ever really putting them to the test. But we have tested them too. I've seen someone deadlift like 650 pounds on this already. I deadlifted with it. People want to know, is it going to add a ton of weight to your deadlift? I actually don't. It looks super cool. It is not going to magically add weight to your deadlift. Why? I don't know. There's a number of factors. I get the reason why someone thinks it would, but in my very anecdotal experience is that's not necessarily the case.
You still got to be strong.
Exactly. I saw someone deadlift 650 pounds with it, and it's someone that I believe would have deadlifted 650 pounds on a regular deadlift bar. I deadlifted like 500 and some pounds with it, just messing around, and kind of felt like what that would feel like on a regular bar.
Okay.
It's really freaking cool though, and also you got to see, this is a picture of Buddy Caps. You know, he started Texas Power Bars in 1980. This is a picture, autographed picture from Buddy Caps of him holding this very barbell, the first one off of the production line down in Texas.
It's a piece of history right
That is a piece of history. Massenomics has a deep history with Texas Power Bars, so it's cool to see. I don't know, anything else on the Big Tex? This coolest part about it to me, to sum the Big Tex up, is we had a huge hand. Without Massenomics, this wouldn't exist. Mm-hmm. So that's super cool because we've been users of Texas Power Bars for over a decade. You know, I bought my first one 10 years ago.
This gym, people might not know, but it's got a few Texas Power Bars.
It's got a few Texas Power Bars. Here's another cool thing about it. This is actually out on Gym Radar now. So I specifically added this new product to Gym Radar. So you can, if you buy one, you can, I need to leave a review of it on Gym Radar. This is so new, I haven't even reviewed it on Gym Radar, but I do know there's about 10 of them out there. They are going to continue to make more. So you could get one, and you could review it on Gym Radar. Do people know what Gym Radar is?
If they don't, they're seeing a live preview of it right now.
Yeah, it's like the #1 best resource for home gyms, whether you want inspiration for checking out other home gyms to see what you could do in your gym, whether you're in a basement, garage, everything's on there. It's a great resource for learning about equipment. You can watch
if you
reviews.
Want to see who owns these things,
yes.
It's going to be right on there.
Yeah, all the ownership data. You can also see where different barbells, different pieces of equipment rank amongst their peers. That's not it from Texas Power Bars, though. I want to show you a couple other things, too.
Oh, we got more?
My theme on this is that I feel like it's a little bit of a new era for Texas Power Bars. Sometimes people say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Texas Power Bars proven us wrong. Been around since 1980, and I got 3 kind of have a cool layout here of like these 3 examples that we're going to move through. I'm not going to talk about these other ones quite as long as that, but I did want to show this because it does feel like a new era for Texas Power Bars, because in 1 year we got all these 3 very unique different bars. This is their 2-inch axle bar. You know, it's fully knurled bar with the center knurling.
But put your hand on there for scale, Tanner.
Yeah, we need a banana for scale, but we'll make my hands do for now. My fingers can just touch. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. I can just touch on there. And, you know, this is a polarizing bar, because a lot of people that are into strongman are very used to axles that are not knurled and do not have rotating sleeves. What I would say about this particular thing, this isn't really in the same category almost. This is a different thing. What I like to think about this is a barbell that they expanded to a 2-inch diameter. This is really a barbell that's just extra thick. An axle is much more simple. You know, it doesn't have the rotating collars and sleeves on it, and it doesn't have the knurling typically, but this does. So maybe if you're a competitive strongman, this isn't what you want because it's not what you use in competition. Where maybe this will catch on in competition, you use it there, but where I think this really shines is just for use in the gym, whether it's you're someone that wants a fat bar for pressing, for benching, or overhead pressing, or even rows to work on your grip more. This is kind of nicer technically because you're actually dealing with a legitimate barbell. The Texas 2-inch axle. Yeah, cool unit. Last but not least, we'll go to, luckily we got so many damn benches in here, we can just keep going. We should have done a video with I should have put all the Texas bars in, I should have filled this with all the Texas bars. Okay, so now we have, I shouldn't say newest, this would be their newest until we made them come out with the Big Tex, but this is the Elite Power Bar. So for the longest time, Texas Power Bars, you can kind of see it on our other examples here, but I mentioned it on the Big Tex. They're known for the wider, thicker collars. They used to be 28.5 millimeter diameter, and the sleeve would have been a little bit shorter than this one. But what they did, because of demand, this would be what I would consider a real comp spec powerlifting barbell. What they did is, it's the 29 millimeter. They came out with the 29 millimeter other option more recently, or not too long ago, but that was like halfway comp spec. This is the comp spec one for sure. 29 millimeters, you can get this either in aggressive or moderate knurling. They give you your choice. You can get either knurling pattern on it. But then the big thing is this thin comp collar, the long loading sleeve, which both of those...
Is it a smooth sleeve too?
Yeah, it's a smoother sleeve. Could you tell a difference of that?
A little bit.
Yeah, it is a smoother sleeve. So comp spec. You could use it in a powerlifting meet. You could use
I believe they say it is the stiffest and straightest bar.
Right, and it should be the stiffest because the exact opposite of our, you know what's interesting? Just one more comparison. The plate distance between these two bars, because these would be extreme examples. You know, I'm going to line this up on this edge.
Okay, so we're matching here.
Yeah.
So you can already see the sleeves itself are a lot shorter, but then when we go over here, oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is the most drastic possible example that you could put together.
Yeah.
I got this in black zinc. You can get it in black zinc or raw. Same with the axle. You can get that. That's actually a Cerakote one.
Yep.
That's actually a Cerakote one right there. And you can get black and red. And I paid money for that axle too. I did get a deal because it was a blemish, but if you ever get an option to get a Texas blemish bar, do it, because I couldn't even figure out what was blemish. I mean, we talked about it too. Our bars get freaking used in here.
The biggest blemish is entering Massenomics gym.
Yes. Yeah, so a little blemish didn't hurt. So I guess I got a deal. Also, full disclosure, I didn't pay for this bar. What I did...
Oh, chill!
What I did...
All right, the truth comes out. Don't listen to anything he says.
But to be fair, it got shipped with this, and with this, I mean I facilitated the sale of about 12 of these. So because of that, they did give us this.
Okay.
But I'd still... Tommy and I don't get to make any money if you buy one of these.
Unfortunately, we don't have an affiliate or anything.
But... You know, speaking of making money, you could go over to Gym Radar. Just use the site. One way or another, we usually kind of get something out of that. Also, you could become a certified training facility. Massenomics, the original certified training facility, I suppose, is double certified. You can get either of these too. We have both options. You can get the Gym Radar certification, or behind me over here, you can get the actual Massenomics, the OG certification. You can even get both. You can get freaking both of those.
A lot of people have.
Yeah. How about this for one? Are we kind of towards the end of the video?
I think so.
Want just one more final preview? I don't know if you even noticed this yet, Tommy. We're going to be at Home Gym Con in like a week or two, and we got a ton of custom, rare, limited Home Gym Con merch, including, this is a legit license plate. This is a retro Kentucky license plate, HGC 026, the Bluegrass State, Louisville, Kentucky. We'll see you there. Thanks for the video. Leave us a like, a comment, subscribe. Most importantly, go to Gym Radar. Catch you for the next one.